Look at any electrical outlet in your house. Really look at it. You'll see two vertical slots and a round hole at the bottom. The face everybody jokes looks surprised or sad, depending on whether you mount it with the ground hole up or down. But look closer at those two slots. They're not the same size. One is slightly wider than the other. Now check the plug on your phone charger or your lamp. One prong is wider too. You can only plug it in one way. This isn't a manufacturing quirk or an accident. Those different sized holes exist because electricity can kill you, and a tiny difference in width is all that stands between changing a light bulb safely and getting electrocuted. Today we're looking at why outlets have different sized holes, right here on the small things. To understand the slots, you need to understand what's happening behind the wall. Every standard outlet in North America carries 120 volts of alternating current. Two wires bring that power to the outlet. One is called the hot wire, the other is the neutral. The hot wire is the dangerous one. It carries the electrical potential, the pressure that pushes electrons through anything that completes the circuit. Touch the hot wire while you're grounded and current flows through your body. That's a shock. A bad one can stop your heart. The neutral wire is different. It's connected to the earth, literally grounded at your electrical panel. It provides the return path for current after it flows through whatever device you've plugged in. Under normal conditions, touching just the neutral wire won't shock you, because there's no voltage difference between it and the ground you're standing on. The hot wire has 120 volts. The neutral wire has essentially zero. Now think about a simple table lamp. Inside that lamp is a light bulb socket, and inside that socket are two contact points. One is the brass tab at the very bottom center where the tip of the bulb touches. The other is the threaded metal shell that the bulb screws into. One of these contacts connects to the hot wire, the other connects to neutral. And here's what matters. When you're screwing in a light bulb, your fingers wrap around the metal threads. If that threaded shell is connected to the hot wire and you touch it, you get shocked. If it's connected to neutral, you're fine. Electrical codes require the threaded shell to always connect to neutral. The small brass tab at the bottom, which your fingers can't reach, connects to hot. This way, when you reach into a lamp socket to change a bulb, even if the lamp is plugged in and the switch happens to be on, the part you're most likely to touch is the safer part. But what if you plug the lamp in backwards? What if the prong that's supposed to connect to hot accidentally connects to neutral, and vice versa? Suddenly the threaded shell is electrified. Every time you change a bulb, you're at risk. This is called reversed polarity, and in the early days of electricity, it happened constantly because plugs could go in either way. The solution was elegantly simple. Make the slots different sizes. The wider slot connects to neutral. The narrower slot connects to hot. Then make the plug prongs different sizes to match. The wider prong physically cannot fit into the narrower slot. You can only plug it in one way, the correct way. The device always knows which wire is hot and which is neutral, and it can be designed accordingly. This is called polarization. A polarized outlet and a polarized plug ensure that hot stays hot and neutral stays neutral all the way from your electrical panel to your device. The system was introduced in the early 20th century after Harvey Hubble, a Connecticut inventor, patented the first practical detachable electrical plug in 1904. His polarized version came in 1916. Before that, outlets had two identical slots. People got shocked changing light bulbs. They stuck knives in toasters that were turned off but still energized. Reversed polarity was invisible and deadly. The wider neutral slot is on the left when you're looking at an outlet with the ground hole at the bottom. That's the standard orientation. The narrower hot slot is on the right. If you look at a polarized plug, the wider prong connects to the white neutral wire inside the cord. The narrower prong connects to the black hot wire. These colors and sizes are consistent throughout your entire house. A silent code that keeps the dangerous wire segregated and predictable. Not every device needs polarization. Your phone charger might have two prongs the same size because the electronics inside don't care which wire is which. These devices are called double insulated. They have extra safety features that protect you regardless of how they're plugged in. But anything with exposed metal that you might touch, like a lamp socket, benefits from knowing exactly where the hot wire is and keeping it away from you. The third hole, the round one at the bottom, is the ground. It connects to a bare copper wire that runs all the way back to your electrical panel and literally into the earth beneath your house. If something goes wrong inside an appliance and a hot wire touches the metal case, the ground wire provides an easy path for that current to escape, tripping the circuit breaker before you touch the case and become the path yourself. So the next time you plug something in and notice you can only insert it one way, that's not bad design. That's over a century of engineering working invisibly to keep you alive. A wider slot, a wider prop, a difference of maybe 2 millimeters. That tiny asymmetry is the reason you can change a light bulb without thinking about which wire is which. I hope you enjoyed this look at hidden electrical safety. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to The Small Things for more stories about the world hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching.